I stopped setting goals, and I got more done. Sounds crazy, right? But hear me out. What I do instead changed everything. Why I stopped setting goals, and what I do instead. For years, I set goals. Big ones, ambitious ones. And sometimes I'd hit them, but more often, I'd fall short. Not because I was lazy, but because goals, by themselves, are fragile. They depend too much on motivation, willpower, and perfect conditions, so I stopped obsessing over end results. I stopped measuring success by what I achieved. Instead, I focused on what I could control every day. My actions, my systems, my habits. That's when everything changed. This video isn't about giving up on your dreams. It's about adopting a better method to actually reach them. Let me show you what works better than goals, and how to use it in your life, starting today. 1. The problem with goals. Goals sound great. They give direction, purpose, and a sense of ambition, but they come with hidden downsides that most people don't realize. First, goals focus on outcomes, things you can't control. You can't control how fast you grow on social media, or how many people buy your product. When your happiness is tied to those results, you create a constant loop of frustration. Second, goals create a finish line. People train hard for a marathon, complete it, and then stop running. They hit the goal, and the habit dies. It's short-term motivation, not long-term transformation. Third, goals often create anxiety. You spend more time worrying about whether you're on track than actually improving. You focus on the gap, not the gain. Goals can be useful for direction, but they're terrible for daily decision-making. Because every day, your mind wonders, am I there yet? And that mindset kills consistency. Real growth doesn't come from obsessing over a number. It comes from showing up consistently. If you focus only on results, you'll always feel behind. But if you focus on action, you win every day you show up. 2. What to focus on instead. So what do you do instead of setting goals? You build systems. Systems are daily habits, repeatable routines, and consistent inputs. They are the actions you control. And when you show up and execute the system, you make progress, whether you feel like it or not. Let's say you want to write a book. Instead of aiming to finish 200 pages, you commit to writing 500 words every morning. Want to get in shape? Forget the target weight, just follow a plan. To move your body 30 minutes a day. Want to grow your business? Don't focus on the revenue target. Focus on creating 3 valuable posts per week and engaging with 10 people a day. Systems reduce pressure. They replace anxiety with action. And they work because they shift your attention from results. 2 reps. From did I succeed? to did I show up today? It's not about intensity, it's about rhythm. Your system becomes the engine, your habits become automatic, and results become inevitable. 3. Identity over outcome. The most powerful shift isn't from goals to systems, it's from outcomes to identity. Goals say, I want to get fit. Systems say, I train for X a week. Identity says, I'm a disciplined person who moves my body. When your actions match your identity, consistency becomes effortless. You're no longer forcing motivation, you're just acting in alignment with who you are. This is how high performers think. They don't ask, what do I want to achieve? They ask, who do I need to become? When you act from identity, failure doesn't break you. Missing one day doesn't end the streak, because your standard stays the same. You stop chasing finish lines. You start building a version of yourself that doesn't depend on motivation. That's real power. Your identity becomes your strategy, and that strategy is what leads to lasting results. 4. How to build a system. Building a system doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, the simpler it is, the more likely it is to work long-term. Start here. Pick a clear focus: fitness, content, finances, etc. Choose 1 to 2 small, repeatable actions that support it. Attach the actions to existing routines. Habit stacking, make it stupid simple, so easy you can't say no. Track it, visually. Streak chart, calendar, app for example. Want to write daily? Attach 15 minutes of writing after your morning coffee. Want to learn? Read 1 page every night before bed. Want to get stronger? Do 10 push-ups every time you brush your teeth. Systems don't rely on motivation, they rely on design. When you set up your environment and routine to support the action, it becomes almost automatic. This is how you stay consistent for years, not weeks. 5. Final word. Big goals sound sexy, but small systems are what actually change your life. You can dream of running a marathon, but if you don't build the habit of lacing your shoes every morning, you'll never get there. You can set a goal to double your income, but if you don't have a system to improve your skills, create value, and show up daily, it stays a wish. The scoreboard doesn't matter if you don't play the game. Forget perfection. Forget the pressure to achieve more. Instead, ask yourself, what system can I commit to today that I'll still be doing a year from now? That's how real growth happens. One small action, done daily, backed by identity, powered by systems. You don't need bigger goals. You need better habits.